Today I'm going to solve the SimNet assignment. It's basically chapter 7 of the Peers Excel part of the SimNet course. And if you want me to do any other part like PowerPoint part, Word part, or SS part, or if you want me to do your complete course of the SimNet, Cengage, or Pearson, Math, Stats, Finance, Accounting, Nursing, Psychology, Statistics, Information Technology, Applied Science, or QuickBook, you can contact with me. You can contact with me through my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is given at the bottom of the screen and also given in the description of this video, or you can contact me through email address. My email address is given at the bottom of the screen and also given in the description of this video. Or you can go to the description of this video and click on the WhatsApp link which is given in the description of this video to get directly in my inbox. Now I am going to start that one assignment. Its name is Chapter 7 Project. Course name is BITM 215 6 weeks summer 2023, and its start date and end date is also given. Its name is Independent Project 7-6. That's is its project description. The Hamilton Civic Center is developing a template for the member exercise and off-site seminar. You create the template, set validation, enter formulas, and insert a combo box control. You then create a new workbook from the template. That's the thing he is asking to do. This one. In order to complete this project, we needed the files Hamilton CC-07. That's Excel file. And when you complete that one file, you will put your name before the file name and then submit to the SimNet dashboard. And in this, we have covered these skills. Set data validation to use a list, set a data validation to restrict dates, create an error alert message, insert a combo box control, check accessibility, and add alt text, protect the worksheet. These the skill we will cover in this project. And now I am going to start from the first step. In our first step, what is he asking? Open the Hamilton CC-07 workbook and click enable editing button. The file will be renamed automatically to include your name. He is asking to open this one file. When you download this one file from the SimNet dashboard and open that one file, that's our Excel file. And what next he is asking? Select the cell D2 and in the data and on the data sheet and review the formula. The formula divides calories by time and rounds to the result to 3 decimal places. So we will go to the cell D2. That's our cell. We will go to the data tab. Go to the D2. That's our formula. He is asking that check the formula. That's our formula is correct. Our formula is calories divided by time, and it's rounded to a 3 digit place, and our formula is correct. He is just asking to check that one formula. And what next he is asking to do? Select cell D2 to D10 and open the format cell dialog box. So we will select the cell D2 to D10. That's our cell D2 to D10. We have selected that one. Open the format cell dialog box. Select custom category on the number tab. Build a format to display 3 decimal places. So we will go to the just select D2 to D10 and press Ctrl+1 and go to the custom format, and which he is asking to use the 3 decimal place. He is asking to use the 3 decimal place. So we will select. What is he asking? Build a format to display 3 decimal place. The thing you need to make that one 0.000. That's the one you need to type. So we will type that one. In the journal we will back this one and we will select 0.000. So that's now showing that 3 decimal places, and we will press OK. That's now applied to our D2 to D10 range. That's our step number 4. In our step number 5, what is he asking? Select cell D5, D2 and click the format painter button. Click the calories tracking tab and paint the format to E3 to E33. So we will select the D2. That's our D2. We will select the format painter and go to the calories tracking, and which he is asking, which one he is asking the range. He is asking the range E3 to E33. So we will select the range. That's our range E3 to. We will select that one up to E33. Go downside. That's now formatting. The same formatting is applied to our this column also. Is this range E3 to E33. That's our step number 5. Select the cell E3. In our step number 6, what is he asking? Select the cell E3 on the calories tracking sheet. Start a VLOOKUP function to look up the value in the cell C3 from the array. Use an absolute reference to the range A2 to D10 on the data worksheet. So we will go to the cell E3. That's our cell E3. We will put is equal to, use the VLOOKUP function. And what is our lookup value? He tells us the lookup value is in the cell C3. We will select the cell C3. That's the cell C3. And what is the lookup array table? He is asking that lookup array table is in the cell A2 to D10 on the data sheet worksheet, and the column index is 4 for the calories column. Leave the range lookup argument empty. So we will select that one A2 to D10 on the data worksheet. That's our data worksheet. We will select A2 to D10, and he is asking to get this column in that one place. So we will put is the fourth column, and we will make that one as absolute reference by selecting A2 to D10 and press F4. So that's now absolute. We will close our bracket and press enter. You see we have got our results in our cell E3. What next he is asking to do? The result of the formula is the calorie per amount as given as. So you see he is asking to use that one formula. We have put it that one formula like that. That's our formula. I will zoom back. Next, what in the 7th step, what added the formula in the cell E3 to multiply the result by the number of minutes in the cell D3. So we will go, we will select the cell E3, and then we will put here the multiply sign, and we will select D3 and press enter. So we have got our result, new result in the cell E3. That's our step number 7. Copy the formula in the cell E3 to E4 and E33. The NA message displays in the rows where no data displays. So we will copy that one downside up to E33. You see he tells us the NA because there is no data here. When you put data in these columns, then our result will be shown here. That's our step number 8. In our step number 9, what is he asking? Select the range C3 to C33 and set data validation to use the light activity name on the data sheet. Don't use an input message or error results. So we will go to the cell C3 to C33. That's our cell C3 to C33. We will select that one. We will go to the data tab, and we will select the data validation. Data validation, we will select the list. And from where we will get the list? From the data worksheet. He is asking to use the activity list. So we will select the data worksheet, and we will select the activity names here. These are our activity names. We will press OK. There is no input message and error results. He tells us in the question that don't use an input message or error result. So we will OK that one. That's now selected. You see we have got our data validation here. That's our working now. That's our step number 9. In our step number 10, what is he asking? Select the calories tracking sheet and delete the data in the cell in the A3 to D23. So we will go to the calories tracking worksheet. That's our calories tracking worksheet. What he is asking to do? Delete the data in this range A3 to D23. So we will select A3 to D23. That's our range A3 to D23. We will just right click on our mouse and select clear contents. So our data is now deleted. That's our step. What next he is asking to do? In our 11th step, what is he asking? Select the range cells B3 to B33 and set data validation to use the date that is less than or equal to today. So we will go to the B3 to B33. That's our B3 to B33. We will select that one and go to the data validation, and we will select in the setting, we will select date data validation and select less than or equal to, less than or equal to, he tells us less than or equal to today. So we will put here end date is equal to, we will put is equal to, we will use today function and start our bracket and close our bracket. What next he is asking to do? Include a stop error alert with the title of check date. So we will go to the stop error title, error alert. That's our stop error title. We will put here as a check date. Check. He is asking to put check date as a title. Make sure your spellings are correct. And what next he is asking to do? Date must be today or in the past. So we will put date must be today. Error message. Date must be today or in the past, must be today or in the past, and we will put our full stop and press OK. So data validation is applied to the range B3 to B33 also. What next he is asking? Select the cell A3 to D33 and remove the locked cell property. Select A3 position to insertion point. So we will go to the select the cell A3 to D33 and we will press Ctrl plus 1 and select the protection and uncheck this one. So this one box is now clear and press OK. Then select the A3 to uncheck that one. That's our step number 12. We have total I will go to the next one step. Display the developer tab on the ribbon worksheet and click on the data worksheet. So we will go to the developer tab. That's our developer tab. We will go to the data worksheet. That's our data worksheet. What next he is asking to do? Draw a combo box to cover F8 and open the format control dialog box. So we will put a combo box on the F8. So that's how we will find the cell F8. That's our cell F8. We need to draw a combo box here. We will select the insert tab. We will select combo box here, combo box, and paste it here, draw it here. That's our draw. What we need to do, we need to select format control. That's our format control. What next he is asking to do? Select the cell G8 to G11 as input range. So we will go to the controls and we will select in the range, what range he is asking? G8 to G11. That's our range, G8 to G11. And what is the input cell links? Cell links will be the F8. Type F8 in the cell links box. So we will type F8. F8, that's our F8, we have put it. What next he is asking to do? Deselect the control and then select the second from the control. The linked cell is under the control and hidden from the view. So we will press OK and then deselect that one and select the second one. That's our second one. That's now selected. You see we have got a 2 here. That's our step number 15. Clicking in the hospital seminar worksheet. So in that's our 16th step. So we will go to the hospital seminar worksheet. That's our hospital seminar worksheet. What next he is asking to do? Select the cell D4. This cell has center across selection applied. So we will go to the cells D4. That's center across selection is applied to that one. So we will go to we will open the alignments and with this one we will select center across selection. No, we need to select D3. Is asking for D3 cell, D4 cell. That's our cell D4. We will select center across selection. You see center across selection is applied already to this one cell. That's our step number 16. We will close that one. We have total 25 steps in this assignment. I have performed 16 steps in this video. So don't worry about the this one clear sheet, because when you complete your assignment, you check is given downside. You see our this one assignment page is also free, so only we need to put here in this page data validation. So it's for customer use sheet. When they put their data here, their calories and everything are results are showing there. That's the form we need to finalize at the end. So don't worry about the blank page of that one. There is no data. When the customer comes, they will write here date, member ID, date and activity, and their minutes. Then they have got the results of their calories. So that's the form we need to publish to our Burn Challenge, Hamilton Civic Center. That's the complete assignments work. So if you don't understand the steps I have performed in this video, or if you want to know the remaining steps of this assignment, or if you don't have time to do that one assignments, or if you want to get an A grade in your course, or if you want me to do your complete Singage course, Simnet course, Pearson course, math course, stats course, finance course, accounting course, nursing course, psychology course, quickbook course, you can contact with me. You can contact with me through my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is given at the bottom of the screen and also given in the description of this video. Or you can contact with me through my email address. My email address is given at the bottom of the screen and also given in the description of this video. Or you can scan the WhatsApp barcode which is given in the thumbnail of the video and the thumbnail of the channel. And if you like my video, please subscribe my channel to get a new video updates. Thank you.